Here's the analysis result for the guy you filled out the survey for. He scores B+. He's a good guy. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you. Things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He is not just all talk, he actually puts his energy and effort where his mouth is. He's willing to work hard and throw himself into whatever he believes in. So it's very likely he'll move ahead in his career. If he learns to control his frustration and work better with people, he can really go far.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he can lose his temper very quickly. He might raise his voice, snap at people, or let out his anger in ways that feel harsh. He isn't one to quietly sulk or give up. He'll fight to fix things, even if his methods are a bit stormy.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
People at work will probably respect him for his hard work, ideas, and bold attitude. But he can often rub people the wrong way because he speaks bluntly and doesn't sugarcoat his words. His temper can also cause arguments or tension, making some coworkers keep their distance.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
He'll honestly be proud of you and might show it in big, bold ways, maybe celebrating your wins loudly or telling everyone about your success. He has a strong sense of self, so your achievements won't threaten him. Still, there's no hidden jealousy pushing him. He stands proudly with you when you do well.
What if you start earning more than him?
He won't secretly resent you or feel small if you earn more. He's too focused on his own path and dreams. If anything, he'll see it as a good thing for both of you or even feel inspired to work harder himself. He's not the jealous type when it comes to money or status.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He isn't the most careful with money, often spending on things he finds exciting or enjoyable without much planning. You might see him making big spur of the moment purchases or forgetting to set money aside for future needs. He believes in enjoying life now, sometimes at the cost of tomorrow's security.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He's not much for pretending or putting on a show. What you see is what you get with him. If something excites him or he really wants it, he won't think too much about whether it fits his budget, so he might sometimes spend more than he should. But he's not interested in faking wealth or impressing others with flashy things.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He is quite open handed and generous, not only with money but also with his time and affection. If someone needs help or a little cheering up, he's quick to step in or spend what he has to bring joy. Sometimes this means he may give too much without thinking about whether it's sensible.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He is generally open and straightforward about money. If you ask him, he'll tell you honestly what he spent and what's left, even if it's not always what you want to hear. He doesn't hide or control money as a way to get power over others.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He doesn't believe housework is just your job. In his mind, daily chores should be shared, and he won't shy away from pitching in. Though, truthfully, he may not always be very tidy or organized about it, but he believes in teamwork at home and won't leave the burden only on you.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He's not one to just stand by and watch. You can count on him to roll up his sleeves and actually get involved with chores and even dirty diapers. Sometimes he might jump in with lots of energy, even if things get a bit messy or his style is a little rough around the edges. He'll see the work at home as a team effort and try to do his share rather than simply supervising from the sidelines.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He often jumps in to defend himself and can get loud or stubborn if he feels blame. His first instinct is to argue his point and prove he's right, sometimes without really listening to what you're saying. Just know that arguments can get noisy before they get resolved.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he can lose control and say things that hurt or come across as too harsh. His temper can flare quickly, and you might see him raise his voice, use strong words, or even slam a door if he's very upset. He doesn't usually mean to cause pain, but in those moments, he forgets to be gentle or polite.
Does he have a bad temper?
Yes, he does get angry very quickly. His temper can flare up fast, and even small things might set him off. Don't ignore this as just his way. It affects your happiness and peace.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He can say sorry, especially once he's calmed down and had time to think about what happened. At first, though, he might react by blaming you or finding excuses for his anger, trying to defend himself. This can make arguments feel one sided and leave you feeling misunderstood.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
He won't naturally pick up on boundaries right away and may sometimes push or question when you say no. He is used to going after what he wants and can be quite forceful, thinking his way is best. But if you are clear, firm, and repeat yourself calmly, he will respect your limits, though it might take reminding him a few times before he fully understands. It's important for you to stand strong and not back down when something matters to you.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
Yes, he's likely to take it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. He might feel hurt or rejected, and his first reaction can be a little sulky or even flare up with a sharp remark. With time and honest conversation, he can learn that it isn't about him.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
Yes, you can trust him not to use your private moments to hurt or embarrass you later. He values deep connections, and even in anger, he isn't the type to betray trust in such personal matters. Even if you fight, he won't bring up your secrets or private moments to make you feel small in front of others.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is full of energy and charm and he enjoys attention. But if he truly cares about you, he puts his heart into the relationship and stays loyal. He likes excitement and may be friendly or even a bit flirty with others, but that doesn't mean he will easily cross the line. His faithfulness grows when he feels loved and respected at home.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
He isn't naturally overpossessive or always suspicious, but he can be intense and passionate in his feelings. If he cares deeply, he may get a little jealous or want your attention, but he doesn't usually try to control your every move or check up on you constantly. Open, honest talks work best to calm his worries quickly.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
His protective side comes from wanting to take care of you and everyone he loves, but sometimes it can turn into being a bit pushy or bossy. He means well, yet his way of protecting can feel controlling if he thinks his way is always best. He listens best to honesty and firmness.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He sees parenting as a team effort and doesn't expect you to handle everything on your own. He's willing to step in, play with the kids, help with their problems, and share the happy moments and the tough ones. But he's ready to stand by your side, not just helping, but truly sharing the responsibilities.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he's likely to lose his temper in the moment. He reacts quickly, sometimes raising his voice or saying things a bit too sharply before he thinks about their feelings. The kids will know he cares, but they could sometimes feel nervous about his quick temper.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
Yes, he will support you as both a mother and your own person. He loves seeing you do well and wants you to shine, whether that's in parenting, your job, or your interests. If you remind him when you need space or help, he is willing to step up.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later, after kids and marriage, change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
No, he is not the type of man who will encourage your career at first and then demand you quit once you have a child. He genuinely likes seeing you succeed and feels proud of your achievements both before and after children. He believes both partners can grow together and doesn't quietly plan to hold you back later.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He is more likely to be open and real with your parents rather than just putting on an act. When he connects, he brings genuine energy and tries to make them feel included and cared for. If he has issues, he'll be direct about them, not quietly pretending. He will try to adjust to your family, but on his own terms.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or tries to interfere, he's likely to react quickly and with strong emotions, which might make things more tense. He doesn't stay quiet or hide his feelings, so if he feels your family is crossing a line, he could raise his voice or say something blunt. This means small problems can easily grow bigger if he's not careful.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you, but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
He is not likely to change his expectations of you just to please his relatives. The way he treats you at home is mostly how he'll expect things to be, even in front of family. He values being genuine and doesn't like pretending or putting on a different face just for others.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension between you and his family, he will support you rather than sit on the sidelines or take their side. His loyalty runs deep, especially when it comes to his partner, and he won't let you feel alone in a tough spot. Your well being comes first for him.
Say you have a conflict with his mother. What will this guy do?
He's not a mummy's boy. While he cares about his family, he makes his own decisions and doesn't let anyone else control him, not even his mother. If there's a conflict between you and his mom, he will pick your side, even if it leads to a tough conversation or ruffled feathers at home. You can trust that when it matters most, he'll have your back instead of just trying to keep his mom happy.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
He's not the kind of man who runs to his mother or sister with every detail of your fights or private life. He values his independence and prefers to keep relationship matters between the two of you. This helps build trust and keeps your relationship strong without extra interference from others.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
So this is why this guy scores B+. He's a good guy. Being in a relationship with him is like living with a strong, rushing river, full of excitement, energy, and deep care, but sometimes messy and loud. He brings laughter, adventure, and a big heart into your life, always pushing for something better and showing his love in bold ways.